Mhm. Hey, and we're back for another episode of Positive Mind Saturdays over at 101 TKO Radio. I'm your host, Positive B. White, and it has been a beautiful Saturday morning. This Saturday morning was absolutely gorgeous, man. No rain, nice and cool this morning, and I didn't run into any traffic, so it was a really great start to the morning, man. So I want to welcome my guest, Tremaine with the E-Pain, the great conductor.
What's going on? What's going on?
Hey, man, welcome back, man. He's one of our return guests, man. His amazing story was so inspirational that I had to bring him back.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
So we can talk more about mental wellness and mental health and why it's so important, man. Good morning, my brother.
Good morning.
How you
Good
feeling?
Morning. I feel good. It's a beautiful day. It's Saturday.
Yeah.
I got my daughter, so we get to kind of kick it, talking with y'all, so we having a good day so far.
Man, father-daughter days, man.
That's it.
That's amazing, man.
That's it.
They feel good, don't they?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's how we do it, man. So today, obviously, the show is going to be geared towards mental wellness and mental health, and then I want to get into how you keep your mental health together. But first and foremost, let's start with why do you think mental health is so important for us men? Why is it so important for us to keep our mental health intact in these trying times? In your opinion?
I think because we are the ultimate power. The whether it be family dynamic, whether it be basically the world, it all depends on kind of where we are as men, and where our mental health is. We can create a lot of good and we can create a lot of damage, right? And so through that, it's important that we realize the power that we have.
Yeah. And I think that's really crucial because it all starts with the head. You know what I mean? And from a spiritual standpoint, we go God, man, woman, child. You know what I mean? So I think we have to definitely be in alignment with the Most High to keep to keep the balance of the family structure together. More importantly, but yeah, man. So I definitely agree with you on that. And I read a quote this morning that I think it was either if you put 10 men in a room, maybe 4 of them are just crashing out, almost in crash out mode. So why do you think that number is so high? That's almost 50%, man. I mean, that's a high number, man.
Man, there's so much that goes into it, the just dealing with day-to-day life, right? The pressures that the world puts on us, the pressures that we put on ourselves, dealing with our own traumas, so to speak, our own shortcomings, not necessarily knowing how to map it out. Right. Oftentimes we aren't taught how to map out our brain. We aren't taught how to map out, right, how to get from an emotion or a feeling, right, and then get to the other side of that emotion and feeling, and actually look at it and not allow it to cause us to want to break stuff. In some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, and I think I try to steer young guys away from the crash out mentality because I don't want a 30 or 60 seconds to destroy a positive life that you can have. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't take long. You shoot and kill somebody, and it's over, man. You hurt somebody real bad. I mean, it can really change the trajectory of your life, man. And I try to spring away from that. And I think it's all about controlling our emotions. But so, what age do you think us men really get a grasp on that? Is there
No, I mean that's to be
subjective.
Honest, that's subjective. That's something that is to each individual. And it might be based on just your own experiences, right? So when we talk about, I've had a lot of crash out moments, right? We probably all have. But it's, am I learning from my crash out moments, or am I justifying my crash out moments? The quicker we get from justification, right, and get out of that realm so to speak, and actually getting to taking accountability for our behavior and our actions is the quicker we get to that place of emotional maturity.
And then you mentioned something. I want to bring up something from the last interview we had. You mentioned in a quote that everything that happened to you is you said, I did that.
Yeah.
That's I caused that.
Yeah.
I did that. You know what I mean? It happened, but that's as a result of this.
Correct.
And that was really, man, I thought about that quote one day and I said, man, that brother is on to something. You know what I mean? Just the accountability to be able to understand, like, man, all the stuff that I went through, a lot of that could be self-inflicted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, the biggest part in mental health and the biggest part in being able to navigate it is with help. All right, because we can't do it on our own. Right. And we need somebody who's actually walked that road, walked that path to be able to help us get through. Right? Actually was able to deal with whatever the emotion, regret, shame, guilt, hurt, whatever, without doing extra damage, but learning how to actually process that. And so that quote, so to speak, didn't come from me. It came from somebody who taught me that.
Taught you.
Right?
Yeah.
Through years of, nah, that ain't true. Nah, it's their fault. Years of, justification.
Right.
Right? And then it's not until you get to the place of complete and total surrender of, all right, that my emotions or my feelings aren't fact. Right? That you're able to actually begin to make a change on it.
Yeah. And then what did that change look like for you? I know you said you had a lot of crash outs, but what did that change look like for you?
No, it's okay, so
and we can
first
go deep.
off,
We can deep dive.
I'm everything is circumstantial, right? So every situation is different. And so I'd love to say that, like, I've got this emotional maturity thing down. No, you poke the bear enough times, the bear gonna show up.
The bear gonna show up.
but the truth is, I have to know that. And so with me now knowing that, I'm in control of how I position myself. All right. So I know what I suffer from. Okay. Everybody suffers from something different.
Right.
And so if I continue to choose to put myself in positions, right, that cause me to be triggered, I'm going to behave like who I really am. Okay.
Yeah.
All of the learning how to deal with my emotions, right? So for example, talking about it, calling somebody instead of going and acting out, right? Telling somebody exactly how it is that I feel. I feel shame, guilt. I feel parental guilt. I feel whatever it is, right? I feel like not good enough, insecure. Being able to actually express that, okay, causes me to no longer fight ghosts.
Good
right?
point. Yeah, good point.
And so with that, I then can say, okay, Tremaine, he kind of touched my pride. He touched my ego. I want to react, right? But is that worth it?
Is it worth it? Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
What has doing that in the past got you? Okay. Is there a better solution to the problem?
Yeah.
I had tell you the mentor. He would tell me my solution was worse than my problems because my solution was always burn it down. What you mean? Burn it down.
Burn the house down.
Oh, like, bro, they just didn't do the dishes. I don't care. Burn it down.
Burn the house down.
I bet them dishes be done next time.
Yeah, they go. They're gonna be burnt to a crisp.
To a crisp.
Everything gonna be gone.
Crisp. And so
scorched earth.
And so like, but the reality, right, is men comes from getting humble and being able to ask for help.
Yes.
Because none of us really know what I don't care who you are. Nobody know what the hell going on. Nobody. We all live in this life experience, this human experience, right? For the first time ever. And we don't know what's going on.
Right. We
just doing the best we can with what we got.
What we got.
That's it.
That's it.
And anybody who want to act like they know exactly what's going on, it's BS.
It's BS, yeah. Because I feel like life is what they say. It's 90% No, it's 10% of what happens
to
and
you.
like 90% of how you react to
Correct.
it. So it's just like, man. And then like the last few weeks, man, I kind of went through a lot of not. I don't want to say traumatic thing, but I think it was just life happening back to back
Yes.
to back to back to back.
Yes.
And it was like so I have my moments where I have to be like I have to really reset.
Yes.
And I think us men we really have those situations and those instances, but it's just having somebody to talk to.
Correct. And get us the right perspective.
Right.
Right? Because for example, you know how they say everything happens in threes, right? So, for example, the washing machine might break, the refrigerator might break, the car might go out,
That's
right?
what I'm talking about right there. You hit the nail on the
And
head.
so,
right
but the perspective is when we're actually blessed to be able to take care of the issues that come up.
Yes.
And so, like, the problem is that's just not what I was planning on doing with my extra money.
Right.
So now I have an issue, right? Because I wasn't planning on doing this with that. I had this allotted for something totally different.
Right.
And now my plan got messed up.
Right.
So since my plan got messed up, my perspective, right?
Wow.
Of I take away from the being blessed that my HP or God or whoever, universe, allowed me the ability for something to break and me to have the means to fix it.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's a dope way to look at that.
Because I could have not had the means to fix it.
Right.
And then what?
Yeah. And that's a great perspective to have on it, man. Yeah, like that's like the way you just broke that down. That's crazy.
Well,
in a good way though.
That's because so one thing that you said is like life happens, right?
It does.
And I'm learning, right? And I have learned life on life's terms, right? You know that saying that God will never put more on you than you can bear?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a true statement, right? But the problem is God won't, but I will. I'll put a whole bunch of crap on my plate that God didn't even intend to be on my plate.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So when I do that and then life on life terms shows up, now I got extra on my plate.
Yeah.
Half of it wasn't even supposed to be there.
Yeah.
So a part of that mental health with men is how much of that extra do we have on our plate that ain't supposed to be there?
It ain't supposed to be there. Yeah, that's deep. That is deep. And I think that's why we needed this conversation, because I think this is the conversation us men need to have. And I want to create a safe space for us to have these conversations.
Mm-hmm.
But man, you just broke it down, man. Like you said, things happen in threes, but just having the means to be able to get it fixed and get stuff done is that's a blessing in itself. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little break and pay some bills and make sure everything is squared away, neat and tidy, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna break into some more mental wellness tips to keep us going in the right and moving and grooving in the right direction. So I appreciate you, man. At the Great Conductor, at the Great Conductor 16 on
correct.
IG.
Yep.
And at the Great Conductor on Facebook.
Yep.
And is it the same for your
Same
TikTok
for
as well?
yep.
Oh man, it's the same across the board. You
Same
like
across
me,
the
man.
board.
We like to keep it
Yep.
easy and simple, man.
Working on the website. Website almost done.
Hey, we gonna work it one at a time.
That's it.
Man. So we gonna get it done. So y'all keep it locked, man. We'll be back. We're gonna take a short break. Y'all keep it locked in with your boy Positive B White. Oh, be sure to follow me at Positive B White on all social media. I'm there, so be sure to give me a follow and I'll follow you back. Yeah, that's how we rock it. So y'all stay locked in with me. It's your boy Positive B White. We'll be back.